now just the last section for the day. Um, a few more extended data selection. If you have to extend the data selection, how do you do that? Some more operations on based on this data selection. So we have the operations such as logical operators, comparison operators, range operators, membership operators, and pattern operators. Okay. Everything, all these are straightforward. I may not need much to explain, but then just for a demonstration, logical operator, we study in our schools and all, right? Logical and, logical or, logical not. So logical operator is nothing but the same thing. Logical and, or, and not. Hmm. It is represented as AND, OR, and NOT. What you see now. So if an expression result in a 1 and 0, and will give you an output only when both the expressions on both the sides are 1, right? 1 and 1 is a 1. 1 and 0 is same thing. Select 1 and 0 from dual. What is expected 1 and 0 from dual? It is nothing but a, sorry. Okay, it has to be an expression that way. So let me write, select department. So department ID greater than, it has to be an expression which evaluate to a 1 and 1 or a 0. Okay. So department ID greater than 0, 10, and emp ID not null. You select star from sal where department ID is greater than 0 and emp ID is not null. If I give such an expression, maybe this also I can put in bracket. Okay, I does not get an output because this is an, see, my where clause have an and operand, and I have two, what is a conditions which are applied, or two operands to the and operand. So both logical and says it will get a result only when both the operands are evaluated to true. So 1 and 1 result to a 1, and you get something. If this is, so 1 and 0 is 0, so it is a 0. You don't doesn't get the output from this. Okay. So maybe if I write there is no department ID greater than 10. I have only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 departments, I think. So if I write like this, 10 by default, first expression itself is true, is false with the department ID greater than 10. First expression itself came to be false, and then and operand fails there itself. So I'll not get any value. Now if I change it to department ID is greater than 1 and emp ID is not null. Okay, some values are there where department ID is greater than 1 and emp ID is not null. So I get those output. Okay. So that way we have, similarly logical or is where any one of the operands, 1 or 0, both of it need not be that both the operands needs to be true. Any one of the operand is evaluated to be true, the output gets to, we get the output operator as true. Okay. And negation operator is logical not is there, which negates the result of the output. Okay. So that was the logical operator. Similarly, all comparison operators can also be performed in the SQL statements. We have already seen many things. I have compared a column value greater than some value, column value less than some value. So all comparison operators are also allowed in SQL with greater than, less than, greater than or equal to, less than or equal to. Equal to operation is the commonly used comparison operation which we do. We compare a column value with a column name with a value with the help of a equal to operator. Okay. So there is a range operator, membership operator, and pattern operator between in, not in, and like, not like. This it is a. I will explain it. I'll explain with examples, and it needs some explanation. So between these three, next three, range, membership, at pattern operator. I'm postponing it for tomorrow as we are, time is done for the day. It's 1 o'clock already. So last three operators, range, membership, and pattern operator, I'll explain it tomorrow along with other topics for tomorrow. Okay.
So yeah, so we were here last day, operators, we wanted to complete it, but then I couldn't complete it. So we'll continue with here. Just to recap, has a recap of what we have done last day, day one, in SQL session. We have seen database, we have seen DBMS, we have seen what RDBMS is, then history of Oracle versions, right? Oracle architecture, how it is, what it is, physical storage in Oracle data architecture, and logical storage in Oracle architecture. So much we have seen. And then coming to SQL part of it, we have first retrieval with select, column filter, row filter, all this we have seen. And we've seen limiting of the rows with the help of row num, offset, fetch first rows, etc. Right? After that, arithmetic operations, concatenation operation, nulls in the database, and the functions with null, NVL2 and coalesce, if you remember. And last, distinct clause, eliminating duplicates with distinct clause. So much we have seen. I hope it's all clear, what we discussed last day. So we are moving to operators, and we've seen logical operators and comparison operators. As I was saying, it is straightforward. Logical AND evaluates to true only if both the conditions on the both side of the AND are true. Logical OR evaluates to true if any of the condition on the both side is true. And logical NOT negates the result of the condition. Right? I think we have seen an example also with. Okay, if you suppose select star from students, I have a table students. Yeah, yes, here. I've added few more data to do more examples today. So you can see more tables data in this. Suppose I select star from students. Our students have this. So if I give select star from students where stud ID is greater than 15, if I say, ideally there should not be any data because stud ID, there is no data with stud ID greater than 16. So if I give a OR operator, logical or standard is equal to 2. Okay, so my where is with two different conditions and it's concatenated with a, it's joined with an OR operator. So we see this, we get the result of standard equal to 2 because that condition evaluates to true. Right, there is one record with standard 2. So that details we'll get. Even the first condition is false. So that is OR. Any one operand, any one operator results to true. The result of that operator, that operation you will get in your this thing output. Okay, if we change the OR to AND, it because we know if you know logical AND is 1 and 1 is 1. Anything other than that is 0. So this is 0. When I say 0, condition is false. Condition evaluates to false. 0 and 1, which is a false, and there would be no result for this. We will not get any output for this because there is no condition which satisfy both the student greater than 15 and standard equal to 2. Okay, this logical and logical OR. Now, not of this, not works on single operand. You don't need both two operands for not. Others and OR operates on two operands. So not of student ID greater than 15 should give me everything because it's negates everything everything not of student ID greater than 15 negates this whatever is the result. This is a false, so not of false is true. So whatever is there, that output you will get. Okay, logical and OR. That was what we were seeing about logical operators. Then comparison operator, already we have seen, just even here in the current example itself, we are evaluating on comparison operator greater than, equal to, all this. Okay, so straightforward. greater than or equal to, less than or equal to, not equal to, etc. The comparison operators available in SQL. Then we have a range operator between. So you can give a condition between clause, between that and this, right? Straight as you can write anything as between. So right here, where stud ID between two numbers, 9 and 30. Okay, this is, you can use a between operator. This is between operator, a column name between numbers, values, this and this. So here I should get all student IDs which are inclusive. Okay, between 9 and 13 says inclusive of 9 and 13. So everything including 9 and 13, you will get the details. So this is a between operator range. It selects a range of data. Okay. Anything, even normal also you can select one from 12. What do you say? No, not like that. Select one from, how will I write that? Between sysdate and sysdate plus one. So select one from where sysdate between. So sysdate is always between this, but just to show when normal this also you can write sysdate is between sysdate minus 4 and sysdate plus 3, something like that. So our date lies between this. So it's a true condition. So we get the result, whatever is selected here. Okay. With normal operands, number operands, date operands, anything, you can use this between operator. Okay. The range operator between. Then we have a membership operator in and not in. So as the name specifies, in, not in. So it checks if that is exist in that clause, what you say, exist in that list what you provide or not. So suppose if I do select star from students. So this is my big list of students. Now if I want to get a list of students, select star from students where first name in, I'm giving a list. Okay, somehow I got a list from some measures. Okay, I am given a list and I'm asked to find out, check if your student list, your students are within this list, etc. Okay. Here I can give something else. CWV UI. Okay, so select star from students where first name is the column in this table. First name in, okay, the operator in. So in and then comma separated list. Always in contain a comma separated list. It can be anything, character, number, or dates, etc. To compare. So in a column separated list. So I am now, suppose user is searching with in the front end UI, user have given some 5 entries into some search box. And then everything which matches that is whatever is entered in the search box should be displayed back to user. Something of that sort is the requirement or your coding for that. So then your query which you will be forming in the backend would be something like this. Because if it is always more than one comparison of more than one value, you cannot give a simple equal to or something. And if it is it's not a arithmetic value, you cannot give a comparison operator of greater than or equal to, not equal to, no. The character string, etc. You use a in operand. You have a list of values. You need to check if your column or your whatever you're searching for is what are the values satisfying that search what you have. Okay, so suppose in front end I got a list like this: Cal, Oliver, Gerald, CVB, UII, etc. This is my comma separated list of search values. So I say first name in this list. If I select this, I get all the values which satisfy. Okay. Everything which satisfy this condition. First name in Cal, it will search one by one. Like first name equal to Cal, if it is there, it will take that. First name equal to Oliver, it will take that. First name equal to Gerald, it will take that. First name equal to CVB, it will take that. First name equal to UII, it will take that. If it is not present, it will not return anything. CVB was not present in our table, so no output. UII was not present in the table, so no output. But Cal, Oliver, and Gerald were there. So that exact rows as it is select star from. So everything. Select star from students by first name in this. Okay. A comma separated list of operands with in operator. Membership operator we say. So search for that member in this list. Okay. That is in operand. So likewise not in. Opposite of not in. So everything which is not in this. Select star from students. Everything from students where first name not in Cal, Oliver, Gerald, CVB, UII. So except these three, it is a not in. So these three should not come. Other than that, whatever is there, everything other than that should come. Okay. Omission kind of, if you want to get a list with omitting certain values, what you already have in hand. Okay. If you already have some values in hand and that should be omitted from your output list or something like that. So you will write not in. This is a membership operator in and not in. Okay. In will check for the exact match of that whatever column list is provided, and whatever matches the result is displayed. Not in again checks for the same exact match, and if the exact match is found, that row is simply omitted. And other than that, whatever is there as per the select, whatever is needed, all those would be displayed. Okay, membership operator in and not in. Now, last operator which we will deal with is pattern matching, like and not like. Okay, pattern operator, pattern matching, like and not like. So suppose here you see you have something, if so, consider there was a in, okay, and you did a in, I'm sorry. You did a in, you got a list of values. Here, how did you compare? Because you know exactly what you need to check for. You know you need to check for Cal, CAL. You need to check for Oliver, etc. Okay. Here even if space caps matter. Okay. If you give a capital Oliver, Oliver in capital, that will not match because inside quotes, everything, uppercase, lowercase, everything matters. Single quotes. Okay. So that does Oliver, our Oliver was in caps, others were in small letter. So that doesn't match. Just to tell you. So yeah, so here we know exactly what we should match. We know Cal, we know Oliver, we know Gerald, what we should match. We know that exact value and then we are matching it. So we are using a in operator. Okay. Now consider you are told you don't know exactly what it should be, but take everything from this list, everything from students table, which starts where name starts with A, suppose. You got a requirement or you are coding for a requirement like that. It says select, okay, let us select student ID and first name. Select student ID and first name of all the students whose names start with A, letter A. Okay, whose names start with letter A. So when you have something like that, where you don't know completely exactly what needs to be matched, in etc. cannot be used because as I said, they search for the exact name. So that is where pattern is searched for. So how do you do? Everything which starts with A, where first name like, okay, that is where like operator will come. You have only bits and pieces of your filter value or operand, whatever you need to search for. Then you do a like operator. So like, you know, it starts with A. So you start with A and then you give a percentage symbol. Like, the operand should be like And you know what, where if you know what you have to look for, you write that, and then rest of the things, operand will percentage will what you say, replace zero or one occurrence of more than zero occurrence of that any of the letters. Okay, so see here, first name like A. So everything which starts with A will be displayed. Any number of characters can be there. Any number of characters, zero or more number of characters will be replaced for percentage. Only since it is starting with A, it will search for the start with A. Okay, like operator. So if it is C, suppose like C percentage, C starting with cal, just C. Okay, that is pattern matching. It match for a pattern rather than exact match. It match for a pattern. So next maybe something like I have something like name. I have a first name as new name or something. Yeah, new name. I have a name. So I need all the list of the students where there is a word name in that first name column. Okay, then so it is like wherever I can have name. So suppose it is like somewhere there should be name. NAMB should come together. Before, after, there can be anything. So then you put a percentage on both sides to say anything anywhere. You get a new name. So if there is something in front, that would be nothing be beyond this. But then even I said zero or more character. So even if it is a nothing is there also, it will be displayed with there is a percentage even after name also. Okay. Pattern matching with like operand, like operator. So name. Hmm? Maybe GHI. Consider I need a. So my thing will start with G, then end with I. You know, okay. There is a requirement such that your name will start with G and end with I. So you give that, and wherever there is a missing thing, you replace it with percentage to see if there are uh, a number of characters with that which satisfy that condition. Okay. Now, if it is only one, what do you say, one letter? Let me check it. Yeah. If there is only, see, in this case, the previously it was percentage. Okay. So anything, it was like this. First name like G percentage I. So GHI is written. Now, if it is exactly only one character in between, one letter in between. So one letter can be checked with underscore also. Okay. So different operands which help with like is this one percentage and underscore. So underscore replaces only one character in its place. So G underscore I also will get G underscore I also will get GHI because only one letter is missing. So one letter GHI will help and underscore I will help. Okay. Not for more than one, only one. Exactly one letter match. Okay. Suppose. So Oliver also, if we have something like O underscore I, okay, percentage. If my some of my characters is like that O underscore I, so there is something like O, then some one letter, any one letter, then there is a I, then there can be any number of letters. So it's a combination of underscore and percentage. If you give, you should get Oliver because O underscore I satisfies OLI and then VER can be replaced with percentage. This is like operator. Okay, with like and then percentage and ampersand and percentage and underscore, you can do a pattern match. Similarly, not like everything other than the negative of that. Okay, other than Oliver, everything you will get here. So pattern you give a pattern, then everything which is in that table or something which is not like the pattern you are given, which does not obey the pattern you have given, everything will fall under come with not like operator. Hope this is clear. Okay, like and not like. So that is the pattern matching operator like and not like.